August 28, 1963, from the steps of the Lincoln Memorial, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. delivered a very powerful speech that is still inspiring people today. The key message in his I Have a Dream speech was that all people are created equal. And although this was not the case for the United States at the time, King felt that it must be the case for the future. He argued passionately and powerfully for what he believed could be accomplished in this country. I say to you today, my friends, Dr. King spoke, that in spite of the difficulties and frustrations of the moment, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted into the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. Although I can't say that Dr. King's dream has been completely fulfilled, I do believe that we have made great strides in achieving his dream over the past 46 years. Dr. King's legacy means that today I have the privilege to live in the United States where a man or woman, no matter their skin color or religious background, can become president, and where every person on earth has the ability to bring about change in the world simply by peacefully working together. I believe that the election of Barack Hussein Obama on November 4th, 2008, as the 44th President of the United States and the first African-American president should be seen by all as a great leap towards fulfilling Dr. King's dream. The election of President Obama, the son of an African father from Kenya and a white mother from Kansas, was a milestone in U.S. history. 45 years after the height of the Civil Rights Movement led by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Although inequality still exists, Dr. King himself would have to agree that at least part of his dream has come true. I have a dream, he spoke, that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin or by the content of their character. I truly believe that President Obama was elected for the content of his character and not judged by the color of his skin, which speaks volumes to just how far we have come in the area of racial equality in this country. To quote an article from NewsHour, Dr. King had the power, the ability, and the capacity to transform those steps of the Lincoln Memorial into a monumental area that will be forever recognized. By speaking the way he did, he educated, he inspired, and he informed not just the people there, but people throughout America and unborn generations. I believe the inauguration ceremony for President Obama was a fitting tribute to Dr. King's legacy of hope for this country. In 1964, Dr. King became the youngest person to ever receive the Nobel Peace Prize for his work to end racial segregation and racial discrimination through civil disobedience and other nonviolent means. Similarly, President Obama won the 2009 Nobel Peace Prize for his extraordinary efforts to strengthen international diplomacy and cooperation between peoples. President Obama acknowledged the impact of Dr. King in his Nobel Prize acceptance speech. Violence never brings about permanent peace. It solves no social problems. It merely creates new and more complicated ones. As someone who stands here today as a direct consequence of Dr. King's life's work, I am living testimony to the moral force of nonviolence. I know there is nothing weak, nothing passive, nothing naive in the creed of the lives of Gandhi and King. I believe this shows that Dr. King's legacy of hope and nonviolence lives on through the work of men like President Obama and anyone who promotes racial equality and peace in their everyday lives. Every person in this country and around the world has inside of them the ability to change the world for the better by living a life free of racial prejudice against other people and by promoting peace each and every day of their lives. In conclusion, I would like to take this opportunity to express my great admiration and gratitude for the tireless efforts of Dr. King that have helped shape this country into what it is today and what it will be in the future. I hope that in my lifetime, I will be able to live in a country that is completely free of racial prejudice and discrimination. That I can one day proudly proclaim that Dr. King's dream has come true and that this country has risen up and we are living out the true meaning of our creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal,